Welcome back to Marvel Puzzle Quest with me, P.I. McLeod, and this is one of the latest, most procrastinatiest, that's a word now, Crash the Titans I've ever done. I know I'm usually like late on a Sunday before they reset it, but man, it's after midnight. Well, hey, if you're looking for something to look forward to, look at day 3,490. Need a Cyclops cover? You can wait that long to get a 5-star Cyclops cover. Anyways. Well, Crash the Titans, I said. Let's get into it. That's the reason we're here. And I gotta work in the morning. You know, take kids to school and all that real life stuff. Real life. Lame. Okay. So, Crash the Titans. Here we go. First of the 2 nodes of the night. Going against, jeez, 5-star Thanos. Okay. Wow. So Thanos is one of the earlier 5-stars in the game. Obviously not one of the first 3, 4, 5, whatever, but he's still early. He's early into the 5-star game. So when he hit MPQ, him and his 3-star version, which arguably are some of the earliest characters to have a 5-star and a 3-star, you know, that act very similar, they caused a giant splash. They changed how people ran the game for speed, for sure. Now, it wasn't that they became meta for PvP, it was just for PvE purposes. You don't get... Hey, John, how's it going, man? Good to see you. When they hit, it wasn't about... The PvP meta was usually fluctuates one way or the other, but the PvE meta shaved off a lot of time with Thanos. If you don't know it already, his black ability, Court Death, is a passive that basically states when one of the enemies is killed, he sends out a big old wave of damage, dealing, well, more damage to all the rest of the opponents that are still up and standing. Now, 3-star did just damage to them, and of course, a little bit of damage back to your allies as well. Not nearly as much as what the enemies are taking, mind you. 5-star added in an extra little caveat saying, yeah, I'm also going to stun everyone but myself for 1 turn. And that became really big. That became what everyone uses nowadays. It still stands to this day. Ever since Thanos hit, people haven't ignored him at all. If you're playing the easy nodes on any PvE, you're using Thanos to grind through them. You see me do it on Welcome to Shields. You see me do it if you're using the seed battles. You know, the first couple of minutes that a PvP starts, you get these like no-name accounts. Use Thanos. Just blast through them. Thanos is the answer to so many easy, quick problems just because of his Court Death alone. Yep, right, John. And to tenderize half Thor. So 5-star Thor has a good passive that you need to get below half health. And since Thanos hurts your own allies when you do this, use half Thor, as we like to call him, along with Thanos when going through those easy nodes. Tenderize them. Thanos has so much utility for PvE running. It can't be understated. And it's all because of Court Death. His purple and his green can go jump off a cliff for what we all care. But let's talk about his purple and the green because they do exist. His purple is weird. In 3-star land, it just adds in, it does extra damage for himself. And it sits out there and just says, hey, Thanos does more match damage now. Yay, thumbs up. And of course, once the countdown goes away, back to normal. It's not even that much more match damage, to be quite honest. But in 5-star land, it does more match damage. And it prevents the enemy, well, it prevents everyone that's not Thanos from altering the board. Board shake powers? Nope. Making strikes protects? Nope. Taking those away? Nope. Removing things? Nope. You can't do nothing unless it's just raw matching. So if you do a match 4 and it happens to destroy a tile, that's okay. You got away with it. But everything else, no altering the board when his purple is out there. It's actually kind of neat when you get it to work just right. You can really screw up the enemy's plans, but it's so niche. You don't have too many chances to really use it. And finally, his 5 is just, what was it called? Come and Get Me. It's a countdown that sits out there, and Thanos has to sit in front. He becomes your tank whether you like it or not. He's going to take all the hits, no matter what happened, for those, 3 turns it sits out there. But if it goes off, he does like a bunch of damage in a wave to the enemies. The whole entire enemy team takes it. It's probably his least useful ability. Doesn't have a bunch of defense, built-in protection, extra hit points, nothing like that. So for him to tank for those 3 rounds for an unfortified countdown to do a wave of damage is kind of lackluster, really, for him. But who needs that? We got Court Death, right? And his purple, which is infinite power. They're pretty good abilities. Now, lucky us, we're doing a one-on-one fight here. So he doesn't have anyone else to kill but my single person. So his black doesn't mean a thing to us. So we just gotta worry about the rest of it, really. With who, though? And it's 4-star Gamora, which equally shook up PvE and PvP stuff when she came on board. You got a blue. I'm just going right on to blue. We got red and black there, but nope. Blue is where it's all at. 6 blue, stun the target for 3 turns and a random enemy for 1 turn. You say that again? We're stunning 2 people for 6 blue. I'm just gonna let that sit there, let that marinate if you didn't understand that already. That's 2 people for 6 blue. That's really, 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 really good. And her passive, when an enemy gets stunned, creates a strength, blah, 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 attack tile or strike tile. I mean, that's nice too. You know, it's a little extra salt in the wound. It's good stuff. There's a lot of ways in this game you can produce blue AP or blue tiles on the board. Blue is a very friendly color to play around with. Lots of characters help you out with it. So using this is not hard. Gamora became a quick shoo-in to use with Medusa and Carnage, for example, because, well, Medusa says, I'm going to heal when we match those friendly tiles that Carnage is making, or I'm going to generate blue, green, or purple AP when I match those enemy tiles Carnage is making, and guess who gets to use the blue? Gamora. Anyways, the other ones, well, let's sit here with the red one. There'll be a real quick run through. 10 red means you get to do some damage, make a countdown, and every turn that extra character takes an extra amount of damage during that countdown. It's okay. I only have it at level 5 right now because of the Guardians of the Galaxy quests going on. I was really using it for a while. I could probably put it back. Anyways, her purple. It uses purple tiles, is why I said that. Slip of the tongue. Her black. It costs 9, and it creates 4, but after I upgrade this, let's read it for real. Creates 6, strength 385, purple attack or strike tiles. Why do I want it at 5? Because honestly, that passive. At the start of the turn, if all purple tiles are friendly specials, Gamora removes those tiles and downs the target. Yes, it's an instant kill. And it is the crux behind a couple of different ideas that can get you through the challenge nodes in shield clearance level 10 PvE without worrying. Well, maybe not without worrying, that's the way to say it. Without too much hassle. This ability alone can kill a lot of obstacles if you plan it right. Takes a little bit of tenacity. But you could do this, you know, with a little bit of Coulson and a little bit of 5-star Hawkeye. But that's for another video, which is in my archives on YouTube if you want to look it up. Anyways, that's it though. Gamora could do this. It's not too hard. Should I keep the support on her? I do love this support. The reason I put the Milano on her, and most people would say, why would you do that? It goes to Rocket and Groot, right? Hello, it lets me start with extra black AP. She uses black. Rocket's not using that. Gives me, in the rank 1, when the supported character fires a power, let me remind you, the blue only costs 6, there's nearly a 50% chance, at the level I have it at, of creating another purple strike tile. Remember, she needs all the purples to be special, and then all of a sudden you insta-killed somebody. And I can do this every time I use my blue 6 ability. That's pretty awesome. I think the Milano goes on her. Just saying. Okay. Should we go for it now? Should we get in there? Take these boosts off? Remember, it's going to be one-on-one, so animations will be on. I should probably heal her, just in case something silly happens. Let's go. Options. Character effects on. Gotta take the fight to daddy, don't we? Okay. We're gonna want the blue, obviously, and we're gonna want some black if we can help it. Red is our last thing we really care about here. The annoying thing about him getting purple is he's gonna do his infinite power if he gets enough of it. And when he gets enough of it, well, it means we can't alter the board. No strikes, no... Oh boy. And he's got 6 purple already. We'll just have to stop him for a minute. There you go. Good old shoulder tackle. That'll put daddy in his place, right? Okay. I don't see any extra... Oh, you know what? There's a match 5 right there. There we go. And there's a match 5. So he's stunned for 3 turns, and I got another stun set up. Because it only costs 6 blue. What's that, John? Wife used to play to both of my fights without healing. Those are the only fights she does. So healing optional. I can't blame you, honestly. I don't think there's really much to scare you in this fight. Especially if you have a champed Gamora. I mean, if you're not champed, it might be a little scarier. I could see it. Yeah, with just the blue, she is that good. You are right. This blue is ridiculous. It's funny because, you know, you look at some other characters that can stun for a low amount of blue. Like Polaris stuns for 4 turns for 7 blue and makes a bunch of strike tiles on the board. So it's a really good ability for her. For Polaris, it's really good. But that wouldn't be too useful in so many other some other people's hands. Like we don't need enemy strike tiles out there. But Polaris don't care, so she takes it. We just shoulder tackled Daddy here like 3 times. Like, Dad, I need my allowance. You never give me my allowance on time. Before I cast that black, I want to make sure we get, you know, like enough AP. Well, you know what? Yeah, let's get enough AP to get the red off as well. She's your highest 4-star, John? Okay. I mean, she deserves it, that's for sure. Okay, let's put the black out there so we can see this one. There we go. And then, you know, we'll just do this now. We'll do this Deadly Strike. That's enough. That'll do the trick. Yeah, so she's really, really, really good. That stun is really nice. I mean, 4-star Iceman sits... Wow, that was a weird shift of the screen. Okay. 4-star Iceman's got it for 6 as well, and he only stuns 1 person, but it's for 4 turns. It's kind of like a little bit like, which one's really better? But at the end of the day, it's still Gamora's. Why? Because when Iceman stuns someone for 4 turns, he puts a countdown out there, and then you can't stun again until that countdown goes away, either by using the stun again or by destroying the countdown. So Gamora still wins in the stun category. Anyways, what's up, John? Actually, 5th at 341. Nice. Okay, the other fight is against Doctor Strange. You know, it's funny. Thanos and Doctor Strange both shook up the PvE meta a good amount when they came into the game. Doctor Strange, not so much, but he became everyone's 3-star had-to-have character. And why I say 3-star is because there's a nice difference between 5-star Strange is yellow and 3-star Strange is yellow. Both of their blues do the same thing. select a tile, stun the opponent for like up to 3 turns, and it destroys like, what was it, up to 3 AP, and that matching color of the tile you selected to put it on, you know. Oh yeah, and it does damage every turn too for those 3 turns. Is stunned. Minor details, right? Anyways, the blue is good. It also costs 9, so people aren't usually turning to Strange for stun purposes, but hey, it's still nice. The purple is probably the worst of all of Strange's abilities across 3 and 5 star. For 3 star, it just says, let's get rid of a few special tiles off the screen, and I mean by special, I mean just strike, attack, protects. It doesn't even get countdowns or anything else. Just gets rid of those types, right? And you get a little bit of purple AP back for using it. So your next subsequent casts are cheaper. But still, it costs like, what, like 9? I think it costs like 9 to do your first cast, maybe 10. It's been a while since I had to use the 3-star Strange purple, just saying. 5-star Strange is a little different version. He doesn't remove any with his casting of his purple. Instead, he puts out an Eye of Agamotto tile that's completely unique. It doesn't move, it doesn't drop, you can't do anything to it unless you do a match 4 to destroy it, or destroy it with a power. What was that? Was that John Strange carried you for a long time with Falcon and 3-star Blade or Iron? Yeah, I mean, we're getting to why in a moment for sure. So yeah, his Eye of Agamotto tile for 5-star, like I said, when you cast it, it doesn't remove anything. You just get that eye out there. But every subsequent turn, it does kind of a Kitty Pryde thing, where it just removes an enemy strike, attack, or protect. Just eats at them. It doesn't do any damage eventually, but it stays out there forever until someone gets rid of it. So it's kind of nice in a way. It's still lackluster because that's all it really does. If there's no enemy strike, attack, or projectiles, it just sits there doing nothing, being a nice waste of purple AP. Finally, his yellow. I'm going to start with the 5-star one because that's how cool the 3-star one is. On 5-star yellow, you can cast it actively. What is it, like 11? It's a decently high number, and it just does that amount of damage. It's just a nuke. When I say nuke, I'm saying that graciously. I'm being generous. It's decent damage, but not so much anymore. He also has a passive on his yellow that when the enemy casts a power, any active power, mind you, not a passive, any active power usage, Doctor Strange claps back with a nice burst of energy, doing some damage. And that became, a big point to using him. But then the 3-star one's even better. There is no active side of it. There's no active nuke. It's just that passive hit. But on 3-star land, he also heals you and your party for a nice little bit. Not a ton, but it's a nice little burst healing. And so when you're going through your PvE modes daily, and there's all those goons out there, you're getting constant burst damage and healing from Doctor Strange against all those goons. So people use him to this day, especially when you're new to the game and you're climbing the ranks. 3-star Strange is one of those pit stops you gotta make and pick him up. Anyways, what was that, John? The eye tile can't be matched and doesn't fall. Right, yeah, with quotes around it, right. It was one of the first tiles that you could make like that. I remember that being one of the big deals for it. Like, what? It can't be matched and doesn't fall? That's crazy. But strangely enough, Silver Surfer's black hole does that too. Anyways. Hi Mark, what's up, man? 3-star Strange, run with 3-star Scarlet Witch and 3-star Thanos. Yeah, why not, man? I mean, if you're getting that burst healing, that'll kind of heal up what Thanos is doing to you over time. So why not? Anyways, let's get in against him with Gamora. Don't know why Gamora wants to take on Strange. But, you can kind of make up your own storyline in your head if you really want to. I'm not even going to heal her. We're just going to go right in for it. Hello, Doctor. Oh, I get a match 4 and he gets a match 4? No. Okay. Do you see the board set up right now? Real quick note. See how there's a match 4 over there? And there's a match 4 right here? I hate that. I hate that. I don't like giving the computer match 4s. So sometimes I will like to do what I call spite. I will not let him have it. So I matched right here. Put that tile up. Now neither of you get a match 4 of blue. But hey, I got 6 blue out of it. What did you get, Strange? Bold strategy, Cotton. Yeah, I don't like to give the computer things like that. But now I got 6 blue. So, you know. Boop. Poor Strange. He didn't see that one coming. You get it? See? Because he has the eye, you know, to see with. No? Anyways. So this fight's going quite downhill for this dude. I don't know if he really deserved all this, but, you know, he's getting it. Poor doctor. You hear what I did there, John? No. Yeah. Yeah, probably because I'm not on camera. That would make sense. Anyways. That's it. That is 4-star Gamora's crashed the Titans. I don't know if I really have to say 4-star because there's never a crash with anything else, right? Unless you want to count when Jeff took over. Anyways. But that's what we got. Thank you very much for joining me, John and Mark. I know it's super late. I got to get to bed and get some sleep, that's for sure. Yeah, good night, Mark. Thank you. I'll talk to you all very soon. We got a lot of CP to spend. There's probably a store coming, isn't there? See you later, y'all. Good night.